I think the most important thing about being an international student anywhere is to be open, is to forget for a while where you come from and to sort of like let go of your boundaries, because here, if you don't let them change you, you wouldn't experience what necessarily you will experience as an international student somewhere else, because you paid a lot to come here. It's not an easy task to like be separate from your parents, and if you don't get the most from it, you will like regret it later. So just be open, talk to people, don't get offended, enjoy the experience.
So then I tried to get too used to the New Mexican food, which is also really tricky, because I was like, oh, enchiladas and tacos, and I thought about home, so I was like, this is gonna be perfect. But no, it's New Mexican version of an enchilada, which has a lot of like red chile and like green chile and all these things that I hate, and I haven't get used to it. So it's really spicy here, and I get a lot of like, but you are Mexican, you should be used to it. Like, hell no, I mean, I'm from Mexico, but I'm not used to spicy food. I don't like spicy food at all. So that's one of the things that I really have a hard time here. But now I know that I have to tell the waiter, like, with no chile. Whatever I order here is with no chile. And you have to tell them. If you don't tell them, they're gonna put like all these big amounts of salsa. So always remember to say no chile.
You get used to eat tortillas. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
definitely.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you start to adopting New Mexican.
Again, have a balance. Don't be like, I'm just gonna eat my food and I don't care how much I have to pay. You really have to have a balance. You need to understand that, okay, you're in a new country. You need to like live and breathe like people do it here. So just try to have a balance. So yeah, I have my things from my country, but I also have my tortilla to make me a quesadilla the moment I have to run away.
I had some trouble communicating with my professors. In my first semester, like they were like, why are you not making eye contact? But I told them that it's rude for my culture to make eye contact with an elder person. But eventually, like I got used to it. Now I can make eye contact. But sometimes I struggle too.
So yeah, my culture shock was more about language, because I came here and I didn't know anything. I know some people say that they don't know, but they know. I did not know anything about English, not at all.
What I have to get used to from American culture is being independent. So if you don't reach out to people, they wouldn't necessarily reach out to you. So you have to like work for yourself, like how to say it, it's to like promote yourself to others. If you want to find friends, you have to like actually look for friends. That's not what I find in my home country.
Americans can be like very like, hey, I need my personal space here. I'm also very touchy. I love hugging, I love kissing, you know, in a good way. But and Americans are more like, let me get to know you, and maybe we will hug, but there's not a kissing thing here. Like I would never kiss a girl here. It just doesn't happen. But now I just like educated my friends, and then they know that I'm gonna go and give them a hug, so they just have to take it.
I've seen two different types of Americans. Most of them are friendly and welcoming. They don't even see you as an international student or foreigner, but they treat you equally. But there are a few Americans who look down to you, maybe because of your communication skills or because you're not very social. But most of them are very friendly.
And one thing to know about Americans is that they are not all the same. People from different states, different cities, even in New Mexico, are different. If you don't want to be stereotyped, don't give any other people stereotypes, because Americans, they come also with different backgrounds.
Yeah, of course, I did culture shock, because when I first came here, everything is new. You have new life, the new environment, you met new people. You will feel lonely, but when you make friends here, it will it will make you feel better. And sometimes I will hang out with the friends here, maybe just go shopping, do something fun to release my bad mood.
One of my advice to international students would be getting involved. I joined an organization that not only I feel comfortable with, but I also consider my family.
I started to go hiking, which it was kind of like a new experience. And I started to go by myself because I had to learn to be by myself. It was a thing that I put it on my head. It was like, okay, you were very social in Mexico, but now you're in a culture that are not that friendly anymore. So you have to kind of like learn to be by yourself. I did go to counseling once. I did go to the Shack, which is the UNM resource too. I used it. I mean, it's fine to go and ask for help when you need it, and it was really nice.
At first, I didn't tell anyone that I had health issues, except for my cousins and my few friends. But later, I talked to one of my professors, and he said I need to talk to my advisor to get some help regarding academics and other kinds of help. And I think the best way is to share. I know few things are personal, but still it's always better to share when it comes to academics, so that it doesn't at least affect your academics. And you still get some help from others if you keep sharing.
But here, you get exposed to just a whole lot of different people. You're gonna offend a lot of different people. You're gonna make friends with a lot of different people. You're gonna cry with a lot of different people for many various reasons. And for me, what I like the most is the experience and how I change throughout the year.
I have definitely experienced some culture shock here. Mainly and quite frankly, I find the political system to be very, very, very bipartisan here, meaning that there's two very distinct and opposite sides of the political system. And I find that it's very uniquely American to stand up for your opinions and your values and fight for them. And I'm very proud of that American aspect that I've been witnessing.
When you're going through something tough, you will remind that this is what I wanted, is to be here, and this is the price. It's being away from home, listening that something happened in your family, you cannot help them, or some stuff like that. It hits you, but then you're like, this is what I wanted.
Yeah, what Jessica said, for those hard moments, remember why you make this decision, why you decide to come here, because not everyone is strong enough to make this decision to say, hey, I'm gonna get out of my comfort zone and I'm gonna try this and I'm gonna try to make it. Well, as we say, pink color, everything good, because there are hard times and you really need to remember the reason why you are here.
You come here for study, so feel lonely is very normal, but you should overcome it. You should make new friends. You should join more activities to move your focus from the lonely to another things. Just always keep going.
Just have an open mind. It's a beautiful place. The people is really, really, really friendly. You get to do a lot of things, and I will tell you this, once you're gone, you're gonna miss it. So have fun.